Buenos dias, todos. It's time to wake up with your girl. Oh, let's spark up these joints. Or, since this is the last day of 420 week, let's make a twax joint sun rock joint. Let's do that. Okay. It's gonna be an awesome rest of the year. It's been an awesome 420 week. I cannot complain about the thing. Hope you guys learned a lot. Hope you guys had a lot of good medicine. Hope you guys keep medicating right. Stay away from Modi weed. Be safe out there when you're driving. All that good jizz. Oh, wait a minute. Keef needs to be in there. And I'm putting wax on the tip. Okay. It's our last 20 of the 4 months. It's all good. It's been a good ride. This Keef lasted the whole week. And I'm not sure if that is the first or the second half gram or gram. I don't know how much of this we use in a week. I'm thinking this lasted all week though, for the whole 10 days. I didn't use it a lot, but I used it enough. Okay? And they said there's like 20 doses in there. Oh, speaking of doses, 5 extremely long but helpful tips for getting the correct dosage. Medical dosage of cannabis via herb. This is important. As far as we know, this is the best we got. As far as news. Okay. The Wild West of medical cannabis can be extremely daunting for new medical cannabis patients. To make matters worse, dosing out the herb can be extremely challenging. To help make your online shopping and trips to the dispensary a little easier, here are 6 ways. Didn't they say 5 at the top? To find the right dose of medical cannabis. Man, I know I be high as fuck, but they be higher in herb. Did say 5 at the top. I be high. I know I be saying some shit sometimes. I be fucking up. But they be higher because they herb. They got all the shit. So, of course, working with a knowledgeable medical practitioner is recommended. Yes. What is a dose? It says, that's what it says. Dosing medical cannabis can be quite difficult. Every individual cannabis plant produces different levels of cannabinoids, which are the active components in the herb. After that, we're going to read these cards from Weed Maps, Therapeutic Uses of Cannabinoids. Now that we know what cannabinoids are, we did this already, but we can do it again. Every individual cannabis plant produces different levels of cannabinoids, which are the active components in the herbs. And this one is terpene health benefits, which are different. Cannabinoids and terpenes are different. So both tetrahydrocannabinol and cannabidiol, so THC and CBD, are cannabinoids. Okay, I get it now. THC and CBD, cannabinoids. Shut up. THC, however, that might be too much because it's going to turn into a cherry and then it's going to burn up in my lap. Or it's going to turn into a cherry and it's not going to burn right at all. It is going to fall off still into my lap. Let's see though. Let's see if I'm right or if I'm just paranoid. Or am I going to try something cool that's going to keep it from turning into a cherry? Let's see. THC, however, is the only one that causes the psychoactive high. Finding the right dose of medical cannabis is a highly individual task. If you've been consuming cannabis for a while, you are more likely to be tolerant to the herb. This means that you are better able to handle a higher dose and may need to consume more than the standard dose to achieve the desired effects. Unfortunately, if you are not working closely with a canna-savvy doctor who can help you measure and make estimates on the dose you should be consuming, finding the perfect dose can be a process of trial and error. It's like putting out a candle almost. It's so waxy. Ooh, shit. Look, it's a candle. You can make these candles for a birthday cake. A weed cake. Blow out the weed candles. You could probably use this shit for a candle for real. Put some wax in a candle jar and put a wick in the middle of the candle of the wax and light that bitch. And just let it keep burning in the room, and you could just get everybody high in the whole fucking house. Or in the room. I'm gonna try that one day. Making the candle out of wax. I'm gonna have to save up a lot of wax though. A lot of wax. Maybe for Christmas. Alright, listed below are the standard starting doses for various medical cannabis products. These doses are considered starting points, and many patients find that they scale up or down depending on individual need. Number 1, flour. A good measure of a dose with dried flour is 0.25 to 0.5 grams of either high THC or high CBD cannabis. A half gram is the most common amount found in pre-rolled joints meant for individual consumption. A full gram pre-roll is often considered a bit of a specialty item or is used by patients who have a higher tolerance. When just starting out, hold on, I do my kiss. Let me do my intro. This is a little bit stronger. I should have did that with a regular joint. Anyway. Novices will feel the effect. Let me go. When just starting out, many people find that consuming about 0.25 grams is an easy way to test their reaction to the herb. Okay. 0.25 grams is about half of the standard joint. Novices will feel the effects of THC kick in after just a couple of tastes. For some, this might be enough. Smoking joints, however, is not the most medicinal way to consume cannabis. To place less stress on your lungs, vaporization or a water pipe is recommended. Number 2, edibles. A single dose of an edible is 10 milligrams of either THC or CBD. After testing out a single dose, most medical cannabis patients are recommended to increase in increments of 5 milligrams until they achieve the desired effects. However, depending on how your body metabolizes the cannabis, it can take between 30 minutes to 2 full hours before the effects of the edible present themselves. It is not recommended to increase your dose of edible cannabis before the full 2-hour window has passed. Oral cannabis is one of the strongest ways to consume the herb, and it can be easy to overdo it with edibles. It is impossible to fatally overdose from edibles, but consuming too many high THC treats is a surefire way to have a bad time. Some medical cannabis products can contain over 100 milligrams of THC. These edibles are typically recommended for patients with severe medical conditions like cancer and are not meant to act as a single dose. For high-dose therapies, it is best to work closely with a savvy doctor. Number 3, full extract medical cannabis oil. Full extract oil is considered one of the most potent forms of medical cannabis. These types of oils are frequently used by patients with severe conditions like cancers, epilepsy, and neurological disorders. And moon rocks. Medical cannabis oil is highly concentrated, which means that it can have powerful effects on the brain and body. Children are often given small doses of medical cannabis oil for a variety of serious health conditions, including seizure disorders, autism, and cerebral palsy. But first started out with a full extract medical cannabis oil. When first starting out with the full extract medical cannabis oil, most patients take a small droplet about the size of a single grain of rice. At this small dose, many patients repeat the dose 3 to 4 times a day. Many advanced medical cannabis patients work up to 1 full gram of cannabis oil per day. Woo! Divided into multiple doses. That's a deal. I do that shit. A daily gram of full extract cannabis oil is a very large amount. It is. And it is not recommended for self-treat at these high doses. Always work with a cannabis savvy doctor when possible. I don't fuck with it. Number 4, hemp CBD extracts. Boy, this is a nice list. That's what I'll say. For the most part, a standard dose of an oral CBD extract begins at 10 milligrams. However, it's also possible to microdose CBD at 2.5 milligrams to 5 milligrams daily. For more severe conditions, a much higher dose may be needed. CBD oils and other products sold online have serving recommendations listed directly on the packaging or on the brand website. Yeah, that's what you better do. Because on the packaging, some stores will cross out the dosage to sell you the dream of a higher dosage. Because it's just not being regulated right now. CBD oils. And similar products can vary widely across different brands, and it is recommended to reach out to the company in question for more specific information about how the product should be consumed. Number 5, BHO and other extractions. Butane hash oil is BHO and other extractions are typically sold in half-gram and full-gram quantities. Unfortunately, a dose of BHO is typically measured by visual size rather than total weight. I was wondering, because one time I got some shit and they didn't like give me as much as they did the second time. They gave me way more. Smoke weed every day. However, a half gram of BHO is thought to provide about 20 servings or dabs. What I was just saying a minute ago. Vapor cartridges all tend to have different recommended doses depending on individual product. The dose you're getting may also depend on how hot the cartridge is heated, as well as how long you had and hard you inhale. Most people just try a puff or two and wait 10 to 15 minutes to see how much an inhalation affects them. Okay. Yeah, man. How to find the right dose of medical cannabis? I thought that's what we was just talking about. Start small and work up. So, while it's always best to work with a medical professional when trying medical cannabis for the first time, there are a couple of general tips that can help you get started in the right direction. Many medical cannabis patients are elderly, and experimenting with a psychoactive substance might seem a bit daunting. Didn't we just read this? No. Here are a couple of ways to make the process easier. Start with products that contain cannabidiol, CBD. There are some cases where going straight for THC might be recommended by a medical professional. For the most part, however, it is far easier to begin with a product that contains CBD. As mentioned above, CBD does not cause a psychoactive high. Rather, it provides ample physical benefit without many changes in cognitive ability. This is pretty good, especially if your friend wants to drive back home. Let me show you the link. Because, like, Some people be scared to drive home, and then when they can't make it home, they're gonna be salty that their friend didn't make it there because they was too fucking high. But you gotta make it home. Maybe they went to jail because they was driving too slow. I don't know. Some shit like that. That's all I could think of that's gonna happen if you like paranoid and shit. You might pull over, go to sleep on the side of the road type shit. The fuck else? Figure out the right here. Okay. Starting with either a strain or product that contains close to a 1-to-1 ratio of THC to CBD would be an excellent first choice because I heard CBD cancels out THC anyway. But it still be in the system. Both THC and CBD work with one another synergistically to produce medicinal effects, it says. Mixing both THC and CBD is thought to provide improved pain management and relief from symptoms like anxiety, chronic stress, and depression. In Texas. Check that out. Oh, I see it. I got the video. Both THC, let's see, mixing both THC and CBD is thought to provide improved pain management and relief from symptoms like anxiety, chronic stress, and depression. CBD also helps tame THC, reducing the psychoactivity of the cannabinoid strains. That's what I just said too. Strains that contain a 1-to-1 ratio of the two compounds will have very minimal psychoactive effects. Minimal. That's a deal. Still kind of pushing it for some people. I don't even want to be happy for a second. Another option is to start with the CBD product that does not contain any THC at all, such as a hemp CBD oil. These oils will have no psychoactive effect whatsoever. Now that's pretty true. To play it safe with medical cannabis, it's always best to start small and work up. Unfortunately, because cannabis can be very difficult to dose, most patients have to experiment quite a bit to find the products and regimens that work best for them. However, using the lowest possible therapeutic dose is always recommended. Start small, like that's what they do at the doctor's office. They'll give you like a placebo before they give you the real shit. Make yourself pretend you smoking some weed. Facebook, Twitter, and Google plus this shit. Pretend you smoking some weed, right? See how you feel. Do that for a little while. Don't smoke cigarettes though. Going in the wrong direction too. I was gonna read how to make shatter, but I keep forgetting. This shit ain't never easy. It ain't never easy, and it ain't never something that you want to do at home as a patient. I think when we go federal, things are going to start to divide us as we like come together. I'm going to divide into groups, all type of different groups. Like, a lot of people gonna have to stop doing stupid shit and stop lying about their life. And they gonna be salty. And a lot of haters gonna have to stop hating. I swear. Like, once it's legal, the haters gonna have to find something else to do with their life. And the people that be lying on their weed habit gonna have to stop lying, because it's gonna be out in the open. And patients gonna have to just be patients. They can't be dipping and dabbing in other stuff. And growers are gonna have to be growers. Drivers are gonna have to be drivers. Caretakers are gonna have to be caretakers. Everybody gonna have their distinct role. You might see a few people mixing it up. Growers that smoke, drivers that smoke, you know. But I don't think so. I think it's going to be pretty distinct. And then people that smoke indicas, or not really indicas, people that like the cushes, people that like the diesels, and people that like the cookies, and those kind of groups. But we still be together. We just in different groups. People that like the edibles, people that like the dabs, people that like the flowers, people that like the papers, the joints, the bongs. You know, there's so many options, right? So, 5 methods of smoking, right from the most healthiest to the least healthiest, real fast before we go. Since there's so many options, you can still come together, but in different ways. You know. Some people gonna be unemployed when the weed become legal. Some people gonna be able to become employed when the weed is legal, because they ain't gonna be able to hate on us and be like, no, you can't work here. Shit. A lot of shit's gonna change. A lot of shit's gonna change. A lot of shit gonna shake. Woo. A lot of shit gonna break off. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be a different motherfucking world. It's already different. We got half the country already going for it. People gonna start letting their hair down. In them Bible Belt states, it's gonna start getting loose. Smoking may be the most popular way of ingesting cannabis, but despite the healing properties of the plants, smoke inhalation is still a cause for concern for many health-conscious users. Carcinogens, tar, tobacco-based papers, and high heat can indeed result in some undesirable health effects when smoke inhalation occurs long-term, leaving many to wonder whether they should switch up their smoking methods for good. Let's determine what the preferred smoking methods are from the healthiest to the least healthiest. So we're just going to do smoking methods. There are other ways to consume it. You can put it on your body now. They got patches. Weed patches. I'm not fucking with that though. I ain't ready for that. That's just too much for me. That's too unnatural for me. I don't know about that shit. Number one, they need to let the guinea pigs do that work on that. Let the other guinea pigs do that. Do the guinea pigging. Vaporization. The number one healthiest inhalation method for cannabis is vaporization. Vaporizing is a smoke-free method that steadily heats your herb at high enough temperatures to extract its THC or CBD, but at low enough temperature to release the combustible materials into your bloodstream. Vaporization has quickly become the preferred method for very many smokers. As it not only is healthier, but a lot more discreet due to its minimal odor. Keep in mind that cannabis concentrates such as dabs, oils, or waxes work much better with most vaporizers than the use of flour, which may still require some degree of combustion. Number two, water bongs and pipes. Water bongs and pipes are considered to be the healthier thing than smoking, since the water cools the smoke ingested before it hits the lungs. It is also possible that other byproducts of combustion, in particular matter, are filtered by the water before it reaches your lungs as well. Seeing how cooled smoke often results in bigger, longer hits, old water bong pipes require regular cleaning, as carcinogenic matter and resin can become caught inside and cause further irritation. Like we are read already. Yeah, shit, we read about what that shit do. If you don't clean your bongs, go back to a video. Go back to one of the past videos. You need to know. Clean your bongs. This shit is bad for your life. Number three, hand pipes and joints. Hand pipes and joints go together? Each of these options will deliver hot smoke into the lungs within seconds. Oh yeah, okay. Because it's so small. Undoubtedly, the most convenient and popular means of smoking, but not always the healthiest. Joints can be rolled in hemp, bamboo, or rice paper. I have never tried bamboo or rice paper for a cleaner smoke, but they won't protect you from carcinogens or all particular matter. even with a good filter. Rice paper. Hookahs. Not a common method, but some people do combine cannabis with wet tobacco, or shisha for hookah use. Many cannabis users don't favor this method as hookahs tend to burn through weed far too quickly. Really? Health-wise, combining cannabis with tobacco will always be more harmful than smoking weed on its own. Like, that is so ass backwards. That's like smoking cigarettes and you got lung cancer. Blunts. Number 5. I would have thought they would have put this next to joints, but no, it's not. Blunts, which is cool. It's separate. Rolled in cigar paper with added tobacco. Blunts are popular among smokers who like the combined effects of marijuana and nicotine. But unfortunately, tobacco products are both addictive and harmful. Health-conscious smokers who may be concerned about susceptibility to cancers, respiratory illnesses, and heart disease and other medical conditions should opt for tobacco-free smoking methods. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. See how we just got divided into 5 different categories when you just smoking it? They didn't say what you was smoking. And if you want to do the dabs, they didn't even add dabbing in there. Dab wasn't even in there. Edibles, they didn't even say edibles. I guess vaporizing and dabbing is the same thing. It is. It's the same thing. There's just, and the lingo, fuck the lingo. It's a whole nother language. Yeah. Well, we still got a long way to go. It's a long ride. There's more to come tomorrow. Thank you all for baking up with me. Thanks, Earth, for all the wonderful topics. Learned so much here. All the time. So, we got shit to do. Let's do it. Let's get to it. And let's have a that's hard to find, if at all. Have a dank ass, high ass, incredible, edible day. Bow. Hasta la mañana.